One Piece opening 16, obviously. It's written there somewhere, somehow. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Welcome to Otaku Chris is Talking. This is your weekly One Piece manga review for chapter 872. And yes, I am probably the last person on the interwebs, on the YouTube who has made this review because it was dropped yesterday. Yeah, I'm just late because I have work and a life, so sorry about that. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing this review right now, as loads of the points have probably been put online. I'm just going to talk about the points which stood out to me, which I want to just kind of talk about, because there was a few things which stood out, a few things which I like, but a slight few plot holes which I hope should be, I don't know, fulfilled or tied up. A couple of loose ends that just need to be kind of sorted out. So yeah, so this chapter, I did like this chapter, bar the opening, which sounded like I didn't like the chapter. Once again, I really did like the chapter because once again, Oda shows us the humour within these kind of situations, as well as great art. A nice amount of dialogue in this chapter as well. You don't really, I don't know, you did get a lot of dialogue, but recently I feel like the dialogue's just been amped up a little bit. Not much on Hunter x Hunter or Maggie levels just yet, but it's there. And for those of you who are wondering, what's going on with the Hunter x Hunter thing? You got the Hunter x Hunter manga, but you're not doing the reviews. I don't have a reason for that. I'm focused on this brand new video style technique, which I want to, which has a lot of editing and stuff like that. So basically, subscribe so that you can be notified when this video is out, because boy, I have no idea how to edit, but hopefully you guys like it. So yes, so subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you're aware of that. Obviously, I also do One Piece manga reviews as well as other otaku related content. So if this is your first time on my channel, welcome. And I do apologize for my dancing. I am a professional dancer, believe it or not. Believe if you may that I've danced for like 18 years. On to the chapter, because I'm going crazy in it Saitama. So yeah, so this chapter opens up Tamatamaku box, talking about that in Fishman Island, a little bit of flashback for those of us who forgot. I'm not going to try and act like if I remembered. I remembered recently purely because you fans out there actually reminded me, oh yeah, by the way, don't forget about the box. And I was like, oh shit, that's actually very important. My memory is shit, so that's why I like it when, if there's things I forget, leave it in the comment box, leave it in the anime amino comment sections, all that good stuff. So in that way, I can learn for next week's chapter, as well as just improve and become a better reviewer as well, even though I don't want to just stick as a reviewer. So it opens up with that, so I thought that was pretty cool. Some people didn't like that opening because it's kind of like, well, we know. But at the same time, it's kind of like, we know now because it's been brought up the past couple of chapters. But before that, they had not mentioned it ever. And if you're reading a whole bunch of other manga as well, sometimes it's good to be reminded, because not everyone's a genius like you guys. I'm talking to you out there who remembers every single part of every single chapter of every single character of every single thing. So yeah, you probably don't need to watch this review, so if you are, I don't know, why are you even here? So yeah, so it opens up with that. I want to talk about one of the funniest scenes, which I feel like in the reviews I have watched as well, because I watch reviews, wasn't mentioned, and I saw it and I feel like needs to be mentioned. Beige. Okay, Capone, Beige Capone. When he's separated from the Straw Hats and they're doing it all goodbyes and whatnot, like literally some of Capone's team members all were like, oh, we missed Nami, we actually like the Straw Hats now. And I was like, that's actually really cool. If you guys know what member of the Fire Tank Pirates that was, leave it in the comment box. I thought that was hilarious, as well as Beige leaving a sign whilst talking to the fucking Straw Hats. He leaves a sign saying the Straw Hats went that way, the direction that they're actually going. Hilarious, great piece of comedy. I love how this is still used in this series. Beautiful. Also, I want to talk about, what was it? One of the plot holes I thought really kind of made me think, was last week's chapter. We had Big Mom holding, she was holding Judgment Smoke. Katakuri was holding ICHIJI and Niji, I think, if I am correct. And so, what kind of made me wonder, like, what happened was, why is it in this chapter suddenly they're fine? Not they're fine, but like they managed to get away. How did they manage to get away like that? I mean, like the island just dropped. I mean, like you guys are more injured than oh God. Literally, they were more injured than Big Mom's crew. So how the fuck did they get away so far? They're super tired. Like, it's not like if Big Mom's crew are weak, they should have like some crazy speed or these crazy techniques and stuff. So bothered me just a little bit, so that was kind of also I really wanted to see more from ICHIJI. I mean, come on, like, not there was a hype for him, but I felt like there was the undertone hype of I wanted to see him kind of go all out, either against Sanji or against one of Big Mom's crew members, or against like one of her subordinates, not subordinates, but sweet commanders, just to see where they stand, to kind of give us a base understanding of like who can they face. Like, is he strong enough to face Sanji? I mean, Sanji was pretty much strong enough to face Judge, but the way ICHIJI was kind of carrying himself, composing himself, seems like he has a lot more inner strength and inner power. So I really wanted to see that. So that's another loose end which I want them to kind of get sorted out. I like the fact that Struzen, take a shot every time I say Struzen. What I'm talking about, I said just a second ago. So Struzen, he turns the whole cake island into a whole cake. Hey, fantastic, a little bit of genius right there. Turns out his ingredients are shit. They taste like crap, but he can make anything he wants from anything. So that's a great ingredient. That's a great power, but also kind of like, what? Capone comments about that, mentions, oh, that's a very powerful guy. He must be formidable. He must be a formidable opponent. And I'm thinking, all right, that's cool, but why did you mention that? You just turned a fucking cake into a cake. Like, there must be more to it. So I'm excited to see where that's coming from, what Oda's trying to say, and what that can lead to in maybe future arcs. Somehow the Straw Hats, Gemma 66, and Fire Tank Pirates were far away enough for Big Mom to not kind of catch up. In one of the panels, Big Mom was falling from somewhere, so maybe she was too busy falling. I don't get why Smoothie was like, brother, towards Katakuri. Katakuri is like, calm the fuck down, bitch. We're cool, man. Just chill out. Like, so I was more on Katakuri's side, like, well, why is everyone screaming? You're supposed to be some OP people. Like, legit. I did feel sorry for some of the like civilians just living there. Like, you got a couple panels of them like screaming like, we're gonna die. So that was pretty cool, because I like to see both sides, even though the Straw Hats are the heroes. Obviously the people who are living there, the innocent civilians who are just going about the day doing their own things, and suddenly fucking cake falls down, I'd be like, Another funny thing, Nami is still shitting on Caesar. After everything he did, she's still shitting on him. Funny as fuck. Fucking love Nami. Caesar gets his heart back. Super cool. I thought, oh my god, my screen is cracked. Anyways, probably because I'm throwing my shit all the time. So like, Caesar gets his heart back, which is nice. And it turns out that half of Big Mom's pirates will be going against the Fire Tank pirates, and half of Big Mom's crew and whatnot will be going against the Straw Hats, but none are going for the German 6. I wonder why. So that's a little bit of So yeah, what else happened? So that was pretty much it. At the very end, Big Mom goes hella crazy. Hella crazy. Goes into her fit rage, which kind of reminds me of in a flashback when she's all looking for Samla, and she's like, Samla, and she ends up fucking eating, no, not eating everybody, but when she went on a crazy mad one and ended up taking out everybody. Slightly also like, no, just then, yeah, when she just went on a fucking mad one. If so, who's going to be able to stop her, because she wants the specific ingredients of what happened, of what was inside the cake. Like, if this wasn't the case, Oda wouldn't have written those lines, those words coming out of her mouth. So I'm intrigued to see how that's going to get sorted out. I really hope. I mean, I saw a review, I think it's from Soy7Mage, mention about how he heard somewhere, like from some other person, a theory that maybe Sanji, because it's the theory of Sanji will basically end up cooking her the perfect cake that tastes perfect and take her out of that rage. I'm with Soy7Mage in the sense of like, the fuck? I mean, like, I get it, but no. We want to see Sanji go OP. We want to see Sanji fucking kick some ass. Don't know why I said kick and punched. So that's how tired I am. But yeah, so what are your thoughts? What are your theories? What do you think is happening? How do you think it's going to get sorted out? Who do you think is going to be able to stop Big Mom? Or do you think Big Mom's going to go against her own crew? Or is she just going to go on a crazy one and awaken some crazy shit? Because we know the Straw Hats aren't ready, German 66 aren't ready, and Fire Tank Pirates aren't ready. there needs to be another time skip or some form of training, because boy oh boy, they're hella fucked. Kinda. Because we haven't seen Zoro go all out. The last time we saw Zoro go all out was against Pika, and he didn't even really go all out. He still was fine. I think the last time I saw him go all out was in Film Gold. So yeah. Anyways, I'm going to head off because I have to go to a gym. Don't know why I'm telling you guys this. This is what happens when you're single and alone and all that. Anyways, on to Chris is talking. Peace. Where is the off button?